Don't have to die to be free. You don't have to die to be free. Just reach out with love to you and me. You don't have to die to be free. You don't have to cry to get love. You don't have to war to get peace. You don't have to kill to rule hate. You don't have to die to be free. You don't have to war.
Love in the words I say, peace in the world I make, God in every breath I take, joy in my day, joy is my day. God in every breath I take, joy, love in the words I say, joy, peace in the world I make, God in every breath I take, joy in my day, joy is my day. Love in the words we say, peace in the world we make, God in every breath we take, joy in our day, joy is our day. Love in the words we say, peace in the world we make, God in every breath we take, joy in our day, joy in our day, God in every breath we take, joy in our day, joy in our joy in my day. Every word I say, in the world I make, joy in my Love is alive in the space between us. Feel that love right now. God speaks out in the words between us. Hear those words right now. I am whole between us. Feel
We're in the south of Ukraine. Okay, cool. So yes. Good to meet you, Gabe. Can you hold it down? Good to meet you. River.
And this is my husband, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph. Nice to meet you. You're not going to hold it. No, although when it gets cold there, it's horrible. In Colorado, it's 15. Now my dad just I tried to go for a long time.
Wait, what do you mean? Me too. February 23rd.
I don't think I'll probably be seeing some of I will have to watch. And if you can make Easter work.
Yes, I mean, the company that's asking me is Central City. They're like, they take a long time.
I'm super flexible.
I'm a really good side reader.
I know, totally. Well, and you're
Yeah. I'll let you know. What Sunday is Easter? Cool. I'll let you know.
the biggest thing I usually ask is
No, I'll be there. Yeah. I didn't mean Yeah, well, if you remind me, Mother Good, right? You get 226. Yeah, I know. Yeah, celebrate her birthday. I have a end of
Good morning. On this freezing cold morning, give yourselves a pat on the back for being here and coming through the snowy parking lot. We're working on that. But welcome to Unity Columbine Spiritual Center, where, centered in God, we celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance for all. And let's stand for our first joy song.
Well, good morning. Good to see you. Let's sing together. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day.
And thank you for our children, Spirit. Come on up. Miss Jeannie will be here in just a second. And she will tell us a little bit about what they're going to do today. And we will bless them out and then stand for our second joy song. Here are the brave ones.
Sorry, we're out there staying warm in the foyer, so there's several kids out there. But come on up, any kids that are here today. And we all braved the cold. I think it was -3 when I drove in this morning. So, anyways, okay, here comes a couple more. All right, well, we have, before I tell you what we're going to do, I'm going to introduce our featured family. And we're so excited that you came in with 2 little ones on a cold, cold day. So I'm just going to let us know who you are and names.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. My name is Joseph Glazer. This is our youngest son, River. He's going to be 2 in March. This is our oldest son, Gabe. He's 4. This is my lovely wife. I'll let her introduce herself in a second. We're new to Boulder County. We just moved here in July. Love it here. It's awesome. Thank you for having us. And I've actually first started attending Unity in 1991 when I was 6 years old in Carlsbad, California. So I have a lot of wonderful memories, and it's been a while, so we're really happy to get back here with Columbine and with all of you. So thank you for having us, and you're warm welcome.
I'm Annalisa, and I'm a soulful coach for creatives, as well as a singer and actor and podcast host, and mama to these sweethearts. And I also found Unity when I was in college, and I was the special music soloist at a Unity Church in Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm so happy to be here now. Thank you so much.
So thank you guys so much for being our featured family, and we look forward to having you here for a long time. So, all right, and so what we are going to do today, we also have, it's a kind of special day. The prayer chaplains have reached out to us, and they want to get to know families better. So they are doing kind of a workshop from 11:30 to 12:30 downstairs at the bottom of the stairs to the right. And the kids, there's a couple babysitters that'll be working with the kids. And we're just going to talk about and educate and inform and enlighten about what affirmative prayer is, how Unity prays, how it is so powerful, and how it can really change your life. So we're excited for all that have signed up for that. And in our kid area, we have one of the prayer chaplains, Lydia, that's going to actually do a prayer meditation with us. And then we're making prayer beads with the 12 powers. And we're not going to get into the whole 12 power thing yet, but we are acknowledging the prayer beads with the 12 powers. So doing a lot of Unity things. So you can bless us out.
We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We see the Christ you are.
Go ahead and stand back up on your feet. Let's sing together. I am here. I am here. I am whole as I am. I am safe. I am loved as I am. I am free.
Good save. We're always looking out for each other here. So now we shift our energy for prayer and meditation time with a bit of music and then prayer and silent meditation with one of our prayer chaplains, Lena Rose.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me, and I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me. Gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
With gratitude, I close my eyes and drop in to my heart for a moment of prayer. I say thank you for my breath as I breathe deeply and slowly in this moment of alignment. I settle in with deep gratitude to this alignment with God, love, energy. And in this moment, I choose peace, peace in my heart. As I breathe deeply, I notice peace within me expanding. I choose peace in my heart with gratitude in this moment. I breathe this peace in so deeply that I become peace. Each step is taken with peace. As I become peace, I see peace in the world. I see so much peace that the whole world becomes peaceful. And I give thanks for each step. I give thanks for the earth that holds me up. I give thanks for renewal in each moment. I choose to pray. Each moment I choose to smile. Each moment I choose forgiveness. Each moment I choose life and love. And in this moment we remember all those in our prayer box, on our prayer list. We surround all those in deep peace, all those in our heart who we love, all those in our heart who we care for. We say thank you. Deep peace, deep gratitude. We sit in the space of oneness. Amen.
Some days we forget to look around us. Some days we can't see the joy that surrounds us. So caught up inside ourselves, we take when we should give. So for tonight, we pray for what we know can be, and on this day, we still can't see. It's up to us to be the change. And even though we all can still do more, there's so much to be thankful for. There's so much sorrow
Each of us must find our truth. It's so long overdue. So for tonight, we pray for what we know can be, and every day we hope for what we still can't see. It's up to us to be the change, and even though we all can still do more, there's so much to be thankful for. Even with our differences, there's a place we're all connected. Each of us can find each other's light. So for tonight, we pray for what we know can be, and on this day, we hope for what we still can't see. It's up to us to be the change, and even though this world needs so much more, there's so much to be thankful for.
Thanks, Ryan and Stephen and John, and I have to fix this because I didn't want that falling, making a big bang. Glad to see you all came out for the big reveal, or what our theme is. It's always a big deal. We're going to keep it quiet until everybody is together on our service. There was an older couple that for 30 years had been, they'd every night just sit in front of the television in their chairs watching TV, and the husband said to his wife, you know, I think we need a change. Let's do something exciting. And she's like, yeah, and she's imagining traveling and going out to dinner at different places and holding hands while walking on the beach. And she says, what would you like to do? And he said, let's swap chairs. I don't think that was quite the change she was looking for. And, you know, so many of us, we often resist change. But change is part of our lives. Change is one thing we can count on, that things are going to change. And when we have a new year, we often think, well, what do we want different this year? What do we want to change from last year to this year? How is this year going to be different? How is this year going to be better? And so we set our goals and we make resolutions. And this week I heard somebody call it re-solutions. I had never heard that before, re-solutions to whatever's going on. And we do that here at Columbine too. We have a theme every year, and we then reveal it at the beginning of the year, and it's under, the staff's all, tight-lipped about it. But
it sets our intention for the year. It sets our focus for the year. It's like an opening act that gets us ready, warms up the audience, gets us ready for what's to come, for the year to come. And so this year, the staff and I have fun with this theme, and I'll reveal it in a second. Keep you in suspense a little bit longer. On Wednesday, I was driving home from here, and the traffic was really heavy, like it usually is, and many of you know that I drive to Denver. And I think I was on I-25. I don't think I was on 36, but I look in my rearview mirror, and there's a car that is driving so close to me, I can't see the headlights. Like, it's like inches away, because I don't see the headlights at all. I just see, it was dark, and I just see the outline of a car. And there's traffic on all along the right, so I couldn't pull over, and on the left were double white lines for the express lane. And it was a little scary, but I had to keep looking for an opening, to get over, because, if I were to put on my brake or the car in front of me were to stop or slow down, this car behind me was going to hit me because it was that close. It was kind of scary. So I finally found an opening, and I was able to move over. And the car behind me, of course, I'm surprised he didn't clip the back end of me when he was going up, and got right next to the car that was in front of me. And I just blessed him. I just felt this gratitude, this gratefulness for having the opening, for somebody letting me in. They could see what was going on. I had my turn signal on, and just blessed him. That is not how I normally would react to something like this on the highway. The highway is a great spiritual journey for me that I get to practice constantly. So I just blessed him. It was an opening. So this theme for 2025 for us is an opening. It was an opening to a practice. I hope that you will accept the invitation to open into this practice. I read this book during my sabbatical in the summer, in July, and I started this practice, and it has been an opening for me to a new perspective, to a new way to greet my day, to a new way of not taking anything for granted, to a new way of showing up. And the book is what has spurred on this theme for us for this year, and it's Wake Up Grateful. And what if we spent a whole year waking up grateful? What if we took this year, 2025, and we came more alive in 2025 by waking up grateful, by not taking anything for granted? This is a great book. I read this book, and I knew that we were going to do something with it. It's written by Christy Nelson, and Christy Nelson was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer when she was 33 years old. And she didn't have a good prognosis, and it had spread to, it was Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it had spread to her spine. And she spent, I think, 18 months in treatment, and the doctor, after her treatment was over, she said to the doctor, when can I just relax and know that I'm in the clear? And he said, never. You are never going to be in the clear. This is your life. And so she started this gratitude practice, this gratefulness practice of, she was just grateful to be breathing in the morning. She would wake up and she'd have to touch her face and realize that she's looking at the ceiling, like she's awake, she's alive, she's aware. And she started this practice. And then life goes on as it does, and she started getting more into her everyday routines and started notice that she was starting to take things for granted again, as we all do. We all do that. We take things for granted. And so she talks about how gratefulness is different than gratitude. Gratitude is a wonderful practice where we're grateful for something. We have gratitude for something that has happened, an experience that has happened, something that we have received. And it's a great practice to teach our kids to say thank you. But gratefulness is realizing the great fullness of life. And the great fullness of life includes all the joy and all the sorrow, all the challenges and all the success. It includes everything, and we don't want to take anything for granted. We don't want to miss one precious moment of our lives. So it has helped me, this practice of waking up grateful, to have a different perspective, to not take things for granted. And yeah, I'm human, and I still get frustrated, and I still get angry, and I still do all that stuff, and not for as long. I'm able to often turn it around. I want you to just get a little glimpse of this author, Christy Nelson. She's 64 now, by the way. So she's come a long way.
To Grateful Living really began in my early 30s when I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And that's a time in life when we, I think, are very often accustomed to expecting life to go on forever. And we make big plans, and we have children and buy houses and lock ourselves into jobs and start thinking about retirement even. And at that time of life, for me to be taken out of that stream of my peer group and my generation, and basically in many ways becoming peer to people who are in their 70s and 80s, looking at the possibility of death and feeling the preciousness and the fleetingness of life, it woke me up to the reality of death, the importance of knowing that we're mortal and living our lives like they really matter in every single moment. And I lived that way for a while until I outlived what I expected to be my prognosis and started going back into the stream of life and rejoining my peer group and getting stressed out over things I never expected I would ever be stressed out about when I was surviving cancer, and said, oh, I'm going to treasure every moment. And what happened was I started taking life for granted. And I realized that I needed to remember how precious life was and to work at practicing living gratefully in every single minute so that I wouldn't forget. And that's really what helped me not take life for granted.
So I love that she says that we have to explore where we're at, and not take things for granted when we are taking them for granted. I started a practice after reading this book of every morning before I get out of bed, I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for. 3 things that I can be in the state of appreciation. And I've missed not 5 days since July. It's a practice that I've started, and it has really helped. And always I take one of those 3 is always for something that hasn't happened yet, that I'm thanking in advance for something that it hasn't happened. And so that's using our power of faith, our ability to trust, our ability to see without having physical evidence that it's true. She says this in the book about how it's a different perspective. It's a perspective shift to, no matter what happens, I still know that every moment offers me something for which to feel thankful, and I might make myself available to the exploration. Make myself available to that exploration, have that curiosity. Tomorrow's the inauguration. And I know there's a lot of different emotions, from joy and gladness to sorrow and grief and anger over this. And we can take this time and to explore what we're feeling about that, and just find some way to be in a state of gratefulness. No matter what's happening in the world, we can find a state of gratefulness. The world is going to pull us out of that. Things are going to happen that take us out of that gratefulness. And she talks about the inhibitors. The inhibitors to gratefulness are assumptions and expectations, comparison and jealousy, scarcity, entitlement, invulnerability. All these things take us out of a state of being grateful. We can explore them. Are we in this state? Are we in a feeling of entitlement? Are we in a state of scarcity? Brother David Steindl-Rast is known for grateful living, he's like the guru of grateful living. And Christy Nelson worked with him at the Network for Grateful Living. Grateful.org is the website. And he says it's not happiness that makes us grateful, it's gratefulness that makes us happy. We can all have the things we think should bring us happiness, but without gratefulness, contentment will be elusive. I've known many people who have what most of us would think are all the stuff, all the things, everything that they should be so grateful. And they're not happy because they're not grateful. Maybe it's a sense of entitlement. Maybe it's not enough. Whatever it is, gratefulness can help us change our perspective. It's that opening. We got to look for that opening. Look for that opening that will change our perspective to appreciate everything. We know in Prosperity Plus, which is starting this Wednesday, what we appreciate appreciates. That gratefulness and gratitude is that emotion, that thing that gets us shifted, that brings on abundance. This week, I think it was Thursday, before I left for work, I had this optical migraine. Maybe some of you get them with the flashing lights, and mine kind of spirals, and where I can't even see anything because it's all just flashing lights. And so I was getting ready for work, and I had to just sit down, and I can't see, so I can't drive, obviously, to work or do anything. I just have to be quiet for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it usually passes. And so I did, and then I drove here, and I got here, and another one. They don't usually come on that quickly. I had another one, and I slacked Ann and said, I gotta sit in my office with quiet, and I'm just gonna be in here for a little bit. And what I realized from that, what happens for me when that is, I can't see anything going on outside of me. I have to turn within. And I had been trying to work, I was working with the budget this week for Columbine. I had been and thinking about the 2 services that we're going to go to. And I had been looking outside of myself. I had been looking at, where's the money going to come from? Where are we going to get all these volunteers? How are we going to do 2 services? We did 2 services. If you've started coming after the pandemic, we've done 2 services since the very beginning. This is unusual that we have just one this long. And I was having my own resistance to, longer Sundays and all the stuff. And having these optical migraines with the flashing lights really, really was the opening for me to look within. What's going on? Why am I having all this resistance? Why am I looking outside to fill this space that we need here to go to 2 services? And I realized that I was not looking at the right thing. I had to go back to my power of faith. What do I believe? What do I believe? And what can I hold? And what I believe is that God or spirit or divine or whatever you want to call it is my source, is our source here at Columbine. As much as we all want to think we're the source because we're giving our donations, right? We're tithing our time and helping out in service, sacred service. But spirit is the source. Spirit is the source. And I had to go back to that. You all aren't my source. Spirit is the source, and this guidance has come to us. And for those of you, probably many of you don't know this, that we've been on the cusp of going back to 2 services for quite some time. Usually when a sanctuary is 70 to 80% full, it's time. Now, we've been there for a lot of months already, and the board's been talking about going back to 2 services for about a year. We've been talking about, well, when would be the right time? And now with the parking situation and with the new gate that's up there, it feels very uninviting. And thanks to all of you who answered the survey, 114 people answered the survey, and most of it was positive. Most of it was, yes, I support this. We decided we have to do it, and we can't wait. Like now is the time. So in 3 weeks, we go back to 9 and 11, and it'll be fantastic. And look what we're going to do. What my vision for this is we can grow. We could not grow with 1 service. We cannot grow with 1 service. Now, it looks like today, like, well, there's room to grow. Yeah, well, it's the weather. It's the weather. We've been at 70 to 80% capacity for many months. And so I needed to go in and get re-grounded in that truth, in that knowing. And I hold the vision that the money, we will have enough money. We will have enough volunteers. We will have plenty. Because this community, I love this community so much, and Prosperity Plus is always like, what would you love? What would you love in your life? And I would love to see us be a spiritual center, a spiritual home for anyone who wants it, for anyone who's looking to connect, for anyone that is looking for a place to call their home, because that's what I feel here. And I think people are hungry for that. I think they're looking for that. And we need to, we're here. We have this beautiful space, and we're here, and we're ready, and we've come. You know, if you're watching online and you haven't come here yet and been in this sanctuary and been amongst these souls, woo, come on in. You're missing out. And will it feel different? Of course it will. Every change that we go through feels different, and at first it's like, ooh, I don't want to do that, and me too. We love having all of us together, and we have to allow ourselves to grow. We have to allow for the growth and the change and the people, and look at the momentum we have with our youth program. I mean, it's incredible, and our choir and the number of people that want to be in our choir, and it's just such a fantastic time to be here when so many other churches are declining or closing their doors. So many. And so one of the practices in the book is, before you go to bed, write down things that you have to do before you go to sleep. What are some things you have to do? And write them down, or keep a mental note of them. What do you have to do? And make a tiny shift. I get to do that. I get to do that. Not I have to do that. I get to do that. You know, your have-tos, some people would give anything to have your have-tos. And so this tiny shift of saying, I get to do that. We get to go to 2 services. We get to grow. We get to remember who we are. We get to spread the word. So spread the word. When we go to 2 services, there's going to be a little more room, and bring your friends. This is an incredible place. Incredible place. And so with this book, Wake Up Grateful, we have some in the bookstore. And I just found this. The staff and I all have this Wake Up Grateful journal, gratitude journal, where you can write 3 things in that you're grateful for every day. It has a bunch of quotes. The book itself has practices and poems and quotes and stories, and I found it just very enlightening, very uplifting. And then Pat Foss just left this on my desk. I didn't know there was a Gratitude Explorer workbook that goes with the book also. I didn't see this on Amazon, so it's probably not on Amazon. Sorry? I don't know if it's in our bookstore either. But we get to wake up grateful. We have life. So many times we talk about, is the glass half empty or half full? It doesn't matter, you have a glass. The glass is your life. And whether it's half empty or half full, be grateful for the glass. Be grateful for the container. Be grateful that we're here breathing and connecting and growing and learning. And allow this practice, if you will. This is an invitation, if you choose to accept it, to think of 3 things before you get out of bed. And some days it's a struggle. And so it's a time to just, okay, I'm not getting out of bed. My feet are not going to hit the floor until I have those 3 things. It can change how you look at your day. It has for me. So that's the first invitation. And the second is we have a jar for 1 per family out in the lobby. You probably, if you peeked under the tablecloth that it's covering it, a bunch of jars that say gratitude on them. And take 1 home. And throughout the year, you might want to use colored paper so it looks pretty, but write down things that you're grateful for and put them in the jar. And then at the end of the year, take them out and read them. Think about what 2025 brought you. All these things and experiences and people and connections that brought gratitude to your life. It can change how you see life. So look for that opening, whatever that opening will be for you, and hopefully gratefulness, gratefulness. See the gratefulness of your own life. Come alive in 2025 and wake up grateful. Peace be with you. Namaste.
Head down tonight, take a rest from the fight. Don't try to figure it out. Just listen to what I'm whispering to your heart. 'Cause I know this is not anything like you thought the story of your life was gonna be. And it feels like the end has started closing in on you. But it's just not true. There's so much of the story that's still yet to unfold. And this is going to be a glorious unfolding. Just you wait and see, and you will be amazed. from the start, for this world and your heart has been to show glory and grace, forever revealing the depth and the beauty of unfailing love. And the story has only begun, and this is going to be a glorious unfolding. Just you wait and see, and you will be amazed. You've just got to believe the story is so far from over. So hold on to every promise God has made to us, and watch this glorious unfolding. We were made to run through the fields of forever, singing songs, letting them ring. So let us remember this life that we're living is just the beginning of the beginning of this glorious unfolding. We will watch and see, and we will be amazed. If we keep on believing, the story is so far from over. So hold on to every promise God has made to us, and watch this glorious unfolding. Oh, just watch and see, and you will be amazed. This is just the beginning of the beginning.
So that was a perfect song for unfolding what we're headed into. And Ryan needs a little extra credit today because the piano player didn't arrive because the car wouldn't start. So thank goodness Ryan knows how to play the piano. And as always, we're so grateful that John and Stephen are with us. So let's start by saying our purpose statement together. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. And this is our goal. This is what we've decided as a community. And there are so many ways that each of you are fulfilling that in your life and in life here at Columbine. One of the ways at this point in our service is through your financial sharing. So as the offering bags move through the sanctuary, you're invited to share from your wealth, and we also invite you to bless what passes by you. So let's say our offering blessing together. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. And let's turn and give a wave to our online viewers. Oh, we can't see you, but hopefully you can see us. And our production team, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful for the technology that allows us to do that. And if you're here for the first time or the first time in a long time, please join us in Foss Hall, our fellowship hall, for some conversation and a little refreshments afterwards. Your Board of Trustees meets today. Will the board members please stand up so people will know to bring suggestions? And Doug's up in the booth. And we're always looking for solutions when the problem is this size, not this size, if you know what I mean. So help us with that. So Prosperity Plus begins on Wednesday evening. And Monday morning is the last time that you can register. It is still possible for you to register, and then your materials would come a little bit after the first meeting. So I'll be in Foss Hall with my laptop if anybody wants to register, and I can help you with that. And then on Friday, February 7th, our First Friday series resumes, and Rebecca Abraxas will be with us again with her sound journeying with her singing bowls. And if you have not experienced Rebecca's presentation and her presence, please join us. It's really quite magical. So we're growing, and as Sue mentioned, we have, we'll start this on February the 9th, and I just want to recap a couple of quick things about that. Sue mentioned several things, of course, and I have to rely on my notes so that I don't go down a rabbit hole. So again, thank you all for completing that survey. And one of the things, when we talk about change, there is that sense of resistance. So I just invite you to thoughtfully consider what has worked for you in the past when change has come up and you have found yourself resisting. Just kind of give that some thought. If there is resistance for you, how can you help yourself with that? And then one of the ways that I invite you also to help out here is to come and let me know, or anyone on the staff, Reverend Sue, of course, if you have something that you see as a potential issue. Again, let's look at that when it's small and not wait until it's a big issue. And then the other thing is that you can consider joining a service team or increasing your commitment if you are already in sacred service. And the same goes for your financial largesse here for Columbine. And basically, this transition will work best if we communicate effectively and if we're all facing the same direction. So if you feel that you're not on board with this, come and talk to me about it, or come and talk to Reverend Sue about it. Let's all get facing the same direction so we can really make this happen. And then the final thing is that I want us all, again, I know I said give yourselves a pat on the back earlier for just being here, but give yourselves a pat on the back for being open to this, for allowing space so that others can join us. So good for you all. And then, hang on a second. Unity Basics also is coming up. And for those of you who are not familiar with this, this is a 4-part series on Sunday afternoons, and the dates are in your email update. But what happens in these 4 sessions is that you learn about unity in general, you learn about Columbine specifically, you learn about New Thought also, and how unity itself got started, how Columbine got started. And then also we do an assessment of spiritual gifts so that you have a clearer idea of what your gifts are and how you might get more involved here at Columbine. And this is a requirement for voting membership, so this is a really great key step. And that will start on February the 16th. And I wanted to say thank you to Bill Holmes and Jeannie Oliver for doing the front walk this morning. And thank you to our joy singers, Tom and Janelle and Bonnie. Thank you so much. And then who are our prayer chaplains this morning, please? Laura and Deb. Thank you so much. They'll be here in the sanctuary and available to pray with you. Thank you, and let's stand for our peace song and prayer for protection.
And let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be joy.